Hello and welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons, Planescape, Torment, the Enhanced Edition. When we last left off, we were asked to talk to the members of the brothel of slaking intellectual lusts. And in doing so, by talking to people, we have been gaining quests that people would like us to do, like spice up Juliet's love life, find and return Vivian's personal scent, and find and return Marissa's crimson veil. Yep. Cash, always useful. Nothing else in here. Laura, okay, someone we should talk to. Nothing. More handkerchiefs. That container's locked.
Why not?
I can deal with that.
Done.
What you be wanting to know? Why not?
Just a little bit of cash.
All right.
Adder tongue, okay. More handkerchiefs. Did it ask you to come here, you clueless sod? Pike off. This wild-looking tiefling girl meets your gaze in an angry scowl. Her tattooed body is practically naked, covered only by narrow leather thong, a black cloth brassiere, and armored shoulder pads that appear to serve more as decoration rather than actual protection. Her spiked hair, as well as the thin fur that covers her goat-like legs, is brassy white, and numerous silver rings dangle from her ears, nostrils, lips, and brow. She wears a leather collar around her throat with the inscription, Kamaxi Adder Tongue. Greetings? Kamaxi bares her teeth at you. And just what are you looking at, you banged-up sod? My friend thought you were attractive, but whoa, was he ever horribly mistaken? She sneers at Mort, then looks below him where a body would normally be. Sharp tongue for a stemless debtor. I think I want to let them go at it. Let them keep at it. Like I'd let mine anywhere near if I had one. Did you hear the word brothel and think you could make some jink here, you flea-bitten gutter whore? I believe they can't believe they even let you in the door with all those ticks hopping off your shaggy legs. Let them keep at it. Ticks? The only annoying insect around here is you, she suddenly turns to you. Hey, you here to talk to me or what? Yes, I had some questions. Tiefling rolls her eyes. You must think I care. Why don't you lick my backside? Well, my tongue's not white enough, and I don't think I like hair in my mouth. Well, you certainly seem to like the taste of offal in your mouth, you dung-bred cretin. It's only because I like kissing you, you mangy stinkpot. Kiss me, she makes a retching sound. I'd rather kiss the bloody mess of phlegm that lays on my lips than you. No thanks. Don't thank me, thank the power someone actually wants to kiss you. Kimsey looks at a loss for something to say. For an instant, a smile threatens to crack the grimacing mask of her face. Then she becomes more of a basilisk than ever. All right, what did you want of me? Questions answered. She looks annoyed. Fine, whatever. Say, can you teach Mort here to be more abusive? Raise her eyebrows. Now that's an unusual request. I don't know. It seems pretty foul-mouthed already. Me? That's he. Or he. That's he. Seems pretty foul-mouthed. Kamaxi bladder dung, you scruffy goat-gammed harlot. You wish you had legs like mine, you pitiful wench of a bone box. I can walk, run, dance. What do? Bob around wishing you had a pair? Of goats or otherwise? Two of them lay into each other, exchanging barbed, blistering insults and clashing with a razor-edged tongue. Wait for it to end. The last of the two stop their bickering and eerie silence settles over them as they eye one another hatefully. Finally, the tiefling makes a grudging admission to Mort. You're not bad, really. Not bad at all. Better than you, perhaps. Mort waggles his eyebrows at her. Camaxi narrows her eyes at Mort. Don't push it, skull.
New taunts, all right.
I won't, tiefling. I admit I learned a thing or two, though. Good thinking, Chief. Sure thing, Mort. Max turns to you. So is that all you wanted? I'm not spending any more time near you than I have to. Actually I have some questions. Let's see here. Try to find Vivian's scent. Do you know where it might be? Try a hive gutter. Perhaps has a similar aroma. To be sure, though, Marissa stole it. Marissa, are you sure? No, but I'm hoping you'd go stomping in her room and upset her enough to do something awful to you. Another question. Fine. Well, I'm also trying to find Marissa's crimson veil. Know where it might be? She smirks. Tch, up your arse, perhaps. Hells, I don't know. Maxie smooths back her hair, which instantly springs back into a spiky mess. Alright. Who are you? My name? Understand. I can guess yours, though. Scarbunch, get out before I put a fire under your arse. I'll assume it's, I have another question. Looks annoyed. Fine, whatever. Ask. What are you doing here? Not you, that's for certain. She smirks at you. I'm contemplating the best way to tell you to pike off next. I see. What do you think about Rebel Puzzlewell? What would I know about her? I look like a scholar or something you? Go ask someone more learned, or Eve. She'll probably at least have one story in her, on the pile of tales she carries around in her bone box. Oh, and squat on a halberd while you're at it. Alright. So... never mind then.
Aye? Why not? Got it.
All right.
Okay. Ooh, Echo. Striking young woman has skin the color of burnished copper, a translucent white dress, and held precariously by golden clasps, is draped carefully over her shapely form. Words. Greetings. Young woman nods and smiles briefly. The scent of her hair, sweetly perfumed, fills your nostrils. Got some questions. Who are you? She smiles and curtsies, but offers no response. Can you speak? Shakes her head and smiles sadly at you.
Updated my journal.
I love this shit already. Can you write then, or pantomime? She pouts, shaking her head. May I ask why you can't communicate? She sighs softly and nods. Actually, let me ask you about something else. Let's see here. This one seems to be kind of interesting. Trying to find Vivian's scent. Know where it might be? Shakes her head, shrugs, and gives you an apologetic look. Alright. Trying to find Marissa's crimson veil. Know where that might be? Okay. Know anything about Rebel Puzzlewell? So her eyes flash and she smiles. She nods at you. What? What do you know of her?
Updated my journal.
She simply looks at you. Okay. Alright. Can you tell me about this place? Looks at you, raise an eyebrow. Never mind. Farewell. So, someone knows some stuff, but she can't talk. Petite, attractive young woman is smiling blissfully and humming to herself. Her wide, pale blue eyes seem to be constantly drinking her surroundings as she looks about. Greetings. The smiling young woman curtsies gracefully and looks up to you, smiling. Well met, good sir. I'm Nenny, and how are you this fine day? She suddenly notices your scar and places a gloved hand over her mouth. Oh my, you're hurt. all over. Mort spins around, mocking the girl's oblivious powers above. She is right. Never noticed before. You're covered in scars. They're all old scars. I'm fine. She nods quietly, lowering her head. And had some questions. Huh? You can't seem to tear her eyes from your scars. Oh, how shameful of me. Don't mind my rude staring. I'm named Nenny. She makes a little curtsy. It's my great pleasure to welcome you to our brothel of slating of intellectual lust. She returns at staring at your body. You have tattoos under the scars too. What's that one? She points to one of your tattoo. That one's looks fascinating. Look at the way the lines of ink. I think that's ink. She squints at the tattoo and reaches out to touch it. Allow her to touch you. I think that's ink. She traces a finger along the edge of the tattoo. Is it ink? What a pattern. Look at the way the lines intersect here. She touches the center of the tattoo. That's simply amazing. She purses her lips and frowns in disappointment. I could make it out if there weren't so many scars. There's nothing to be done about the scars. They're permanent. Oh, I'm sorry. A pox on me for even mentioning them. She cringes. But I have to know. You're absolutely sure that you're all right. Looking at you, I can't help but believe that you're not in some pain. I have amnesia, but that's all. Amnesia. Ellie blinks and brightens. Loss of memory. You are so lucky. She chimes perkily. Everything must be so new to you. There is truth to that, but the newness is unwelcome. Well, that's an angle I haven't considered. Then he clasped her hand delightedly. I'm so pleased I could open your mind to that idea. For that's what being a sensei is all about, bringing new experiences to others. I had some questions. Please ask, she smiles giddily. Let's see. What can you tell me the silent prostitute?
Updated my journal.
Oh, Echo. Yeah, she's truly a mysterious one, isn't she? You know that she never speaks? Truly. Nenny leans and lowers her voice. I think she's emotionally wounded, so badly she may never speak again. I bet Delora knows, but she sometimes talks to the last lover Echo had while she still spoke. Interesting. Another question. Trying to find Vivian's scent. Know where that might be? Nenny frowns deeply. What? Oh, I just can't. I can't say anything bad about anyone. I'm just no good at that. It's not bad to point out a thief, Nenny. Oh, but I wouldn't know she's a thief. Nenny bites her lips and looks at you with pleading eyes, as if she wishes to leave the topic alone. Look, why don't you try and say something not nice about her? Oh, all right. Nenny puts her hands on her hips and frowns deeply, almost exaggeratingly. Resists the temptation to laugh. Ooh, I dislike her very, very much. She pauses for a moment and looks at you out of the corner of her eye, as if gauging your reaction. Was that convincing? No, not really. Nenny frowns. I knew it wouldn't be any good at this. She looks at you depressed. Do you know how hard it is to say bad things about someone? It feels so very wrong. Why don't you practice on me, Nenny? I suppose I could try. She looks dubious. You big, mean, nasty brute. She puts her hands on her hips. Meanie. She looks at you. How was that? Put more accent on brute. You big, mean, nasty brute. Better. Now hit me. Then he clamps her hands on her mouth. She looks shocked. Oh, I couldn't. I mustn't. She blinks. How does one hit somebody anyway? Go ahead. Do it lightly if you have to. Remember, I'm a big, mean, nasty brute. I deserve it. Then he slaps you. You barely feel it. She looks shocked and frightened that she hurt you. Oh, I'm sorry. Did it hurt? Tell me you're okay. Don't break character, Nenny. Come on, show me what you've got. You can say something bad. Just let it all out. Oh, I mean, oh! Nenny draws her tiny frame to its full height, balls her hand and fist, and puts them on her hips and scrunches her face in a cute scowl. Oh, damn be you! You deserve that for all the indignities you put me through. Going out late at night, her eyes roam up and down your body. Getting into fights and getting all scarred up. What are the kids gonna think, Excellent. Oh, don't you excellent me like I'm some backlicker looking for your approval. I am my own woman, and this woman's about to walk out of your life unless you have some solid commitment. Alright, that's enough out of you, Nenny. Then he punches you. You barely feel it. Take this, she punches you. And this, she punches you again, promptly turning into a little fist-flailing whirlwind. Okay, time to let go of the anger. Then he sighs silently. Whew, that was easier than I thought. No kidding. And I'm sure I'd do better next time. I'm so excited to have learned something new. Thank you. Sure, I have a question now. Please ask. Trying to find Vivian's scent? Do you know where I might find it?
Updated my journal.
Maybe. Now that mean Marissa sneaking out of Vivian's room one night, I'm not saying she took it, but I know Marissa's not a very nice person. And that sure sounds suspicious, huh? I'd go ask about it, Nenny nods to you. Thanks, Nenny. Had another question. Trying to find Marissa's crimson veil. You know where it might be?
Updated my journal.
I bet I do. I saw that nasty Climaxi Addertongue sneaking out of Marissa's room one night. They're both meanies and you know it, but Climaxi's really awful. Anyway, I'd talk to her first. Thanks, Nenny. I had another question. Know anything about Rebel Puzzlewell? No, sorry. That's a great name, though, huh? Bet she's a really interesting person. Hey, you should ask Eves about her. Eves collects all kinds of stories. That's all I wish to know. Farewell, Nenny. Huh. So... you might know something. Oh, it's you again. Can't get enough of me, huh? Had some questions. Fine, whatever. I was told you were seen sneaking away from Marissa's chamber recently. Is that connected with her missing veil somehow? Maxie flies into a rage. Who told you that? She suddenly falls silent, glaring at you with narrow eyes. If I was there, Bark, I didn't take that filthy veil. Search my room if you like. Catch you sniffing at my breeches, though. I'll see to it you're never allowed here again. Why would anyone ever sniff your breeches?
Updated my journal.
Beats me. Someone nicked more than a few pair of them, though. My favorite leather brassiere, too, with the iron stud. She humps angrily. I had another question. Fine, whatever. What can you tell me about the silent prostitute? What, that echo shit? I don't know anything about her. Don't talk to the girl. I mean, why? It's not like she can talk back. Ask Frigid Delora about her. I think I saw her playing Go with an old crush of Echo's back from when she could still talk. All I wish to know. Delora, Dark-haired, pale-skinned woman has a cultured, refined look about her. As she turns to you, notice her eyes, which you previously thought to be great, are the color of brushed steel. Greetings. The woman's voice is soft, calm, and without inflection. It has a certain far-away quality, as if someone not attached to her. Greetings. I am called Delora. May I serve you somehow? In what ways can you serve me, Delora? She blinks her eyes and touches her hand to her heart, bowing her head slightly. I am able to debate in any scholarly or academic matter quite proficiently, if that is your wish. I'm also well versed in various games of strategy, should you wish to play something, although I have the materials for few such games here. Actually, could I ask you a few questions? Cast your eyes to the floor with a sound that might be a sad sigh. I am willing to serve you as a patron, but I have no wish to answer other questions at this time. My apologies, but I fear you simply have to bear with me for the time being. What's wrong? Anything I could help you with?
Updated my journal.
She looks at you from the floor into your eyes. Once more, you're struck with the pale smoothness of her skin, cold depths of her silvery eyes. No, I fear not. My troubles are a matter of the heart. In time, I think all things shall be resolved. Certainly there's nothing I could do. Certain? Delora's positive thinking. No, I'm not. My first love, Merriman, possesses still the keys to my heart. So long as he has them, I shan't be free to love another. This is the cause of my melancholy. Why don't you seek him out? Speak with him. Dolores shakes her head. I may not leave this place. The reasons why are deeply personal, not to be shared with strangers, even the ones who might bestow a kindness upon me. But suffice to say, I cannot seek out Merriman myself. And then I'll find this Merriman and speak to him on your behalf.
My journal.
Laura nods, a slightest hint of a smile appearing on her lips. She bows her head. Were you to find and speak with Merriman, I would be most grateful. He is a member of the Society of Sensation. I wish to ask for him at the Civic Fest Hall. I'll return when I find him. Farewell. Okay. No, but I'll keep looking. As you make the search for your armoire, its handle suddenly yank out of your grasp and the drawers slam themselves shut. Disdainful issues from the cabinet. Hello? Hello indeed, the armoire gives another So what have we here? A rogue after some lady's frilly undergarments, perhaps? Who are you? I am Louis, and who are you? Thoughtless, uncouth fellow, rummaging around in other people's things. Never mind that. What are you doing here? Well, sir, if you must know, I'm being an armoire. But why are you being an armoire in this brothel? I happen to become an armoire because I want to be an armoire. Thank you very much. It's not to watch the ladies undressing, nor to place their soft, sweet-smelling undergarments in my drawers where they can rub against my skin. Such accusations are an insult to the practitioner of the magic arts. I am merely soaking in the experience of what it means to be an armoire, the sights, the smells, the sensations. So all the women know about this, then? Yes, they do, and they wholeheartedly approve of, well, not with their entire hearts exactly. And while they have not spoken of their approval in my presence, since they are not exactly aware that I am an armoire, I would not want them to know that I'm anything but, as to not have been inquired on the matter. Right. Interesting. 1 sec. Okay. I had some questions about you. Yes? Can you return to your normal form at will? Armoire seems to think about this for a moment. I have no need to share such secrets with the likes of you, and besides, no cause to change back at the present moment, since I have not yet experienced the full sensations of being an armoire. It's a complex thing, to hold and sort soft, frilly clothes, smelling of wondrous women smells. Drawer slides open and closed, sound of mimicking a pleasant sigh. I had other questions. Trying to find Vivian's scent. You know where that might be? Oh dear, yes, I had heard about that. Most unfortunate. You ever hear the exquisite pleasure of breathing in that scent of hers? The armoire drawer seemed to shudder with delight. Absolutely wondrous it was, but sadly no. I know not where the good Lady Vivian's scent might be found. You had other questions? Marissa's crimson veil. You know where that might be? I've heard she used to walk around with a crimson veil when she had recently taken her room and darkened it. Do not know what had occurred, so this veil of hers is missing then. Excuse me? Yes, I had other questions. What you can tell me about the silent prostitute? Yes, Echo. She can't have been mute, you know. Otherwise, I most certainly she would have learned some other mean of communication in the meantime. Must be a recent occurrence. Alright. Never mind. Farewell. I think we're going to call this a video. And when we come back, well, I think we're close to talking to most everyone in the brothel. Have a good one, folks.